For 23 years, the Children's Services Council of Martin County has been working to fulfill a promise made to the people of Martin County. A promise to provide a front porch for planning, researching, and implementing effective systems of care for children and families of Martin County. A promise to put children first in the conversation and to support our future by supporting our most obvious path to success. A promise to provide a means to a quality of life that includes high-quality early childhood education, exceptional after-school care, and a system of care for ensuring that all children are born healthy in families prepared for parenthood. A promise that young lives are not needlessly lost to substance abuse, domestic violence, and juvenile crime. A promise of opportunity for all children and a path to reach their potential without limits.
The Children's Services Council is an independent taxing district that was created to ensure that local resources would be dedicated to programs specifically designed to enhance the lives of children and families. The Council invests in a wide array of programs that touch thousands of children each year. When I think of the Children's Services Council and our work, I consider the passion and commitment of the visionaries who saw clearly that the health and viability of our community rests on how we treat our most vulnerable. They saw what we now see, the positive influence strategic investments can make on the quality of life in Martin County.
We live in a great community of people who have huge hearts, and it was no surprise to me that in 1988 this community overwhelmingly approved the taxation of themselves for their children in their community. But what is just exciting to me is the number of children that those agencies have actually helped in the span of those 23 years. It boggles my mind that it's not tens of thousands, it's hundreds of thousands. And just the mere fact that Children's Services Council was created sends the message tremendously to the children of the community that, you know, we value you.
My first experience with CSC was through Mr. Charlie Kane asked me to put my name in the hat to serve on the board. At that time I was selected and researched the group, what they did for the community, the history. The council does a tremendous job of screening the applicants. It's all funded through grants, applications, very stringent. There is deep oversight through the course of the grant cycle, how that money is being used. Measurable outcomes are part of that grant cycle. It's an extremely competent and an extremely successful process that the Children's Service Council uses to fund and grant money to people. Children's Service Council has a very low administrative overhead for the budget they work with, for the product that they are required to deliver to the public. I would believe that the overall impact of the Children's Service Council was exactly modeled by the intent of the enabling people in our community and has performed in a beneficial manner for the community and actually the taxpayer.
The mission of Healthy Start is to ensure that every baby born in Martin County is born healthy. We do that by offering universal screening. It's a screening for risk factors that could lower the probability of a healthy birth. When we find those factors present, we offer services to women. Every year, there's approximately 1,200 to 1,300 babies born in Martin County. We all want to see those babies born healthy. Healthy Start touches every one of those babies, every one of those mothers when she enters prenatal care. Our investment is in making sure that those children are born healthy. We couldn't do it without the investment from the Children's Services Council.
Well, Helping People Succeed is a large not-for-profit agency in town that our mission really is helping people succeed. We do that by helping adults with disabilities. We help young people who have mental health issues or complexities in the home get a better life through counseling and case management. And we have the Baby Steps division where we're all about helping parents be the best they can be. And we focus on enhancing parent-child interaction and promoting healthy growth and development in young children so that when they get to school, they're good to go. One of the most common responses we get from families in this community is we feel so embraced by this community. We feel like this community cares about us and our children. And we always respond to them and let them know. It's really because of the Children's Services Council, the funding and the foresight they have to provide services that help children from the very start.
In Martin County, we contract with 35 high-quality preschools. And our mission is to help working poor families receive quality child care services. A typical family that uses our services will pay approximately 7% of their income in child care services. If they don't use our services, that same family can pay up to 50% of their income. And because of those numbers, it will have a negative domino effect because ultimately the family can't afford child care. And if they can't, then they can't work, and it creates a bigger burden on the community. We have had a great relationship with the Children's Services Council in Martin County. The support and the funds that we receive from Children's Services Council is incredible.
As a former 5th grade teacher, I remember kids in my classroom reading on 1st and 2nd grade level. And the thing is, when you're behind, you never catch up. You know, no matter what you do not get those years back. So therefore, having a quality preschool experiences makes for success starting out. And when you start out on the right foot, you stay on the right foot and you can excel. Therefore, we have less behavior problems and kids are ready. And that's what's most important to us at Gertrude Walden, that every child leaves here ready for kindergarten. 99% of our children are funded through Early Learning Coalition, which is in turn funded through Children's Services Council, which means if it wasn't for Children's Services Council dollars, Gertrude Walden wouldn't be in existence.
Well, Texan Teen started in 1996, and shortly after that we received our first grant through CSC to provide general mental health services to children and their families in Martin County. And part of our vision, which fits in so well with Children's Services, is affordable and accessible services. So we've been able to increase our accessibility by providing services in the schools as well as through the Boys and Girls Club, so that people can access those services readily in their neighborhoods without necessarily coming to an outpatient office, although we do offer that as well. We get a lot of funding from a wide variety of government organizations, and Children's Services is really the only one that holds you accountable about how you spend their money. It's not just about how many people you serve, but do you serve them in a quality way. Texan Teens could not exist without Children's Services Council. They are the thread that weaves through our organization.
The City of Stewart Community Services Department participates in the East Stewart Youth Initiative. We are an after-school program and kind of morph into a summer camp program. We've got a golf instructor, a drama program, a soccer program. We've built a music studio. So the kids are really exposed to all kinds of things that they otherwise wouldn't have the opportunity to even try. The Children's Services Council means absolutely everything to this program, to the opportunity, to the staff. Without it, we wouldn't exist, period.
Well, Boys and Girls Clubs of Martin County is a low-cost, high-yield youth development agency, and Children's Services Council has been a key funder of ours for the past 20 years. We have 5 clubhouses throughout Martin County. We provide 5 areas of core programming: academic success, the arts, leadership and character development, health and lifestyles, and phys ed and recreation. Without Children's Services Council, none of this would exist. They are key to our funding, and we're reaching really the children and the families that need us the most.
Whole Child Connection was born out of Children's Services Council. We are ultimately here to reduce the level of duplication and increase the utilization of services in Martin County. And so for Whole Child Connection, Children's Services Council does contribute a large portion to our budget, and so without that, obviously, we would not exist in Martin County. There are many reasons why a family would need to access services. As long as more families know in Martin County that this is a wonderful resource that is provided by the Children's Services Council for families to access anything from health insurance to mental health counseling to after-school care to tutoring to karate, whatever the case may be that family's seeking, they can do it through connectingmartinkids.com.
When you have a child with special needs and you fall into the middle class, you don't make enough money to truly afford the help and the supports they need, but you make too much money to qualify for most support programs. My son attends Camp Able. It's a Children's Service Council funded program in Martin County. It's a program of the ARC of Martin County, and it's a summer camp program as well as school breaks designed for children who have disabilities. Because of the subsidy by the Children's Service Council, it costs me no more to send my child to camp than it would to send your child to camp. So it really helps families like mine who just fall kind of into that, in between those cracks, to kind of make those two ends meet.
Children's Services Council funding, along with our planning and coordination, remain vital to shaping what Martin County will look like 23 years from now. We all have a stake in that future, and if the past is any reflection on what we can accomplish, there will be a legacy of our commitment to the children and families in this community because they are worth it.
I'm worth it. I'm worth it. I'm worth it.
I'm worth it.
I'm worth it. I'm worth it. I'm worth it.
For more information about the Children's Services Council of Martin County, please visit our website at cscmc.org.